you so much for tuning in to the Minecraft Emporium. Now on the HermitCraft's server, member Good Times with Scar in a location known as AQUE Town wanted to construct a town area with some kind of a clock type, center square type construction. And he constructed a bit of a complex and frankly not very efficient system. And so today I'm going to be showing you how to make this very compact, very small 4x2x3 wide system with many different features, alarms, bells, and all of the different bells and whistles that you could imagine from a city clock. Moving swiftly into things, I'm actually going to show you two designs. This first design here marks every hour with the ringing of the bell and also has a nice tick-tock sound effect in order to kind of mimic a pendulum clock. I'm not sure entirely how well you can hear the sound effects of my game, however I can turn on the tick-tock for you to hear. And I can also turn on for you the bell sound, and this bell is not going to sound an alarm like our other design, which I'll get to. It is just going to mark every hour that the daylight detector in the back detects. If I was to set the time to a different time, just to show it to you, say sunset, you can see that as the hours go by, it will slowly and gradually tick. I'm going to turn that off just so it's not driving us crazy, and like all good contraptions, it is designed to fit beneath the floor of kind of a city area, and so I've also included some light just to, light up the darkness. Our second design here is rather similar in that we have a tick-tock sound effect. I really hope you can hear that, although I imagine the audio is not the greatest, but we also have an alarm system, which is very, very loud, and this is intended for B-Dubs, a member also of the HermitCraft's server, to sleep whenever it gets dark out. If I was to set the time to something like day, you can see that the alarm will simply not function. However, if I was to set it to nighttime, and just like so, you get a very loud alarm telling all the players nearby to sleep, and I can also turn off each of these setups individually from each other. In this video, I'm going to be showing you not only the different sounds you can input into the different systems, how to build these very compact, very efficient, and very small systems, and also a little bit of the mechanics, so stay tuned. So, moving on to the tutorial. The materials list for this build is really, really simple. One bell, one junk item to throw into hoppers, one light source, preferably a jack-o'-lantern, one piece of redstone dust, 4 hoppers, 3 comparators, 2 instrument blocks, I'm using bone blocks, 2 note blocks, 1 daylight detector or sensor, 1 solid block, any solid block in the game, 1 piece of transparent block, that is going to be glass in my case, and 3 observers with 2 levers. We're going to start by making a 4x4 ring of hoppers, and so the way you do that is placing some temporary hoppers and then placing a loop coming around back just like so. Next thing we're going to do is add some comparators to the front here, and we're going to jump up here, just like so. We're going to add our instrument blocks down here with our note blocks here. The tuning is completely up to you, although I like to tap this one a good few times, and it's really up to you, the tune that you like. I'm going to next throw this item onto those hoppers. That's going to actually create a redstone loop, looping back and forth and activating those note blocks. The next thing we're going to do is come to the side here and place diagonally a daylight sensor, just like so. We're going to place a solid block here with a comparator here, a glass block here with a redstone dust. Let me get that out of my inventory, just like so. And we're going to place a glass block here with a redstone dust here. Next thing we're going to do is going to place an observer facing that way, with a observer facing downward, just like so, placing and digging temporary blocks as needed. Next thing we're going to do is place a observer there, with a bell stretching across there, and then a jack-o'-lantern. We have to place a solid block. I keep forgetting that they haven't added this into the game yet. A solid block there with a bell there. In order to control the bell by turning the hour system on and off, you can flick this lever here. And in order to control the tick-tocking of the, I like to call it the seconds, although it's not timed to the second, you can place a lever here. Very simple, very compact, and all around quite lovely. I would like to show you also the sounds for this build, and if I was to just set things up here, I can show you, hopefully, if you can hear it, I can show you the tick-tocking with gold. A nice bell sound effect, which I think is really quite nice. If you're going for more electronic sci-fi type thing, we can also do emerald. And finally, I like the block of iron quite nicely. Just gives it a little kind of a metallic and light sound. Next, I'm going to make a cut here and teach you how to build this smaller alarm system, which is probably what Good Times with Scar was intending when he started out with this little redstone adventure. Tutorial time for the second alarm type design of the video. What you're going to need is 4 hoppers, 5 comparators, 1 daylight detector, 2 note blocks, 2 instrument blocks for those note blocks, 1 sticky piston, 2 observers, 1 bell, 1 solid block, 2 levers, 1 barrel, any light sources to prevent the mobs from spawning, 1 junk block to stick inside of your hoppers to create a redstone loop, 6 wooden swords, or really any non-stackable item in the game, and 4 glass blocks. Oh, and 1 redstone dust. Starting things off very similarly, we're going to place a loop of hoppers moving and transporting the same junk item around and around in a nice, convenient little circle. Attached to this, we are going to add our redstone comparators, get out our junk block as well as our instrument block from our inventory, and place them, just like so. This is actually going to create our sound effect, and you can tap this if you feel like it. Throw in your junk item, and that's actually going to start making this redstone clock over here. And what we're going to want to do is place a few glass blocks on top of these hoppers here, just like so, so, and so. Next thing we're going to do is shift place a temporary block here, as well as a daylight detector in this position here. Place a redstone comparator on subtract mode, and another comparator here with another temporary block building up to get a barrel. Let me sort out my inventory and get a barrel here in order to hold the non-stackable swords. Again, we're placing in 6. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you, but it's a fairly simple build. We're going to place a redstone comparator there with a redstone dust here. Next thing, whoops, sorry, not on subtract mode. Next thing we're going to do is place a solid block here. I'm using white concrete, and we're going to want to dig into the ground and place, let a little light in, and then we're going to place a downwards facing observer here, just like so, and that's actually going to create a redstone clock in this position here. Next thing we're going to do is place a sticky piston and get out our bell. And in that case, the sticky piston here is just allowing us to push and pull the bell, something you can push and pull, such that it's not constantly ringing if you don't want the alarm system. Just to clarify, it will not ring during the daytime, only in the nighttime to alert you, but just in case you don't want an alarm at all, that feature exists there. Patch up any holes in the ground, and ladies and gentlemen, this is a completed build. I really do thank you for watching and tuning in and supporting the channel. If at all you did enjoy or are interested in more kind of interesting and small, compact Minecraft contraptions, consider subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting, and all of that jazz. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you later.